First time posting here. Hoping to get some advice. Backstory: wife and I have been married for 10 years. We have two beautiful daughters, 8 and 5. I feel like we've had a pretty decent marriage. We don't fight often. She lets me do my sports activities during the week. She hikes with her friends. Last summer, she asked if I was cheating, which I wasn't and have never been unfaithful. Admittedly, I was playing sports 3 to 4 nights a week and neglected our relationship and bonding with our daughters. When she was crying asking me this, I started crying telling her I would never and have never been unfaithful. It made me feel terrible she would think that. I vowed to be better. Fast forward 6 months to January. I notice she's been distant and not as flirty with me for a month or so. Something is definitely different. For some reason, I decided to look at our phone activity for the first time ever. Long story short, between mid-September and mid-December, I see she's sent and received a combined 12,100 texts from another number. I confront her about it, and she admits that it's a guy from work and it's nothing. She says a lot of the texts are just emojis back and forth. Still, that's obviously a lot of texts. I asked to see them, and she says she deleted them, which obviously is a red flag for me. We don't talk for 3 days. I finally text her one night that we either need to talk about what happened or discuss what divorce looks like. She works early in the morning. I work a regular 9 to 5. She texts back at 3 a.m. that she agrees we need to talk. I got up immediately, and we spoke for 30 minutes prior to her leaving. We continued the conversation when she got back around 9. Apparently he has or had a girlfriend who recently had some medical issues. She said they'd give each other relationship advice. Looking at the text history, there was a gap between mid-December and mid-January that they didn't text each other. When I asked her about this, she said they both decided it was better not to possibly compromise the other's relationship by continuing to text. I discovered the texts in mid-January, a day after it started again. I was able to retrieve deleted texts, less than 30 days old, so only from the previous day. His texts were much more elaborate than her 1 or 2 word responses. That being said, one of his texts finished by saying, "It only took a 5 feet 4 inches gal with a sexy body to make me realize it." Once I repeat this, she said, "Well, maybe he liked me. I don't know. Cheaters will find time, I'm sure." However, I don't know when she'd have time between taking the girls to school and being at home during the day. I work from home, so I know nothing is going on there. That being said, maybe when she's on a hike, she's doing something. She insisted nothing physical happened. We speak later that day, and she cries saying I'm gone a lot between sports and some hobby trips with friends. I can't deny that. I probably take 2 weeks away each year between 2 trips. I promise to cut down my sports to 2 nights per week to spend more time with her and the family. It's the right thing to do. The past month has been pretty solid. Spending quality time with her and the girls. Cuddling, watching movies, great sex, etc. I noticed a drop-off on her texting, which I've been still monitoring. Out of curiosity, I download a couple third-party apps to see if she's on there. Turns out she is on Telegram. When joining, I can see contacts that have their activity listed as a couple days ago. Hers says recently, which leads me to believe it was today. Do I try and get access to her phone to look at messages? Do I have her open her phone in front of me and look? That app has hidden messages. Will I not be able to see it anyway? Mind you, this is a wholesome gal that I've never ever had an inclination that she would cheat on me. It seems to me this is at least emotional cheating. Maybe physical. Now that's all I can think of. Any advice? Edit to add. She's very anti-app, so her adding a third-party messaging app is way out of the norm. She used to regularly forget her phone at the house. Now she can't be more than a few feet from it, and she sleeps with it in her hoodie in bed, though she holds me every night like I'm the only one.